Hello and welcome to our Wednesday, January 15th, 2020 Home Buyer and Business Opportunity Overview Call. This is Ken Goldberg in Orlando, Florida, and it's my honor to introduce our host this evening, Mr. Charles Whitman. Charles.
Hey, good evening, Ken. How are you today?
Good evening.
Okay, don't sound too optimistic and excited. Well, I'm excited. Everyone else on the call is excited, and I'm sure you are somewhere underneath. You're real excited as well. What not to be excited about? We are on the forefront of creating a housing movement where all get to be part of it. And what's great is they say timing and positioning is everything. So you have an opportunity to position yourself as a founder position, which basically once you build your business, you're going to have a tremendous network all over the country by default. All you got to do is get the ball rolling. So we have some phenomenal tools. What we're going to do tonight is basically we're going to have Beverly Gonzalez share the platform. So at the end, we're just going to do a breaker. We're going to announce our Christmas party and fundraiser. And then Ken's going to go ahead and announce Beverly and give her the controls. And what you tried to see last night, you're going to see this in fullness on this platform. So there's going to be no glitches whatsoever. And what you want to do is probably reach out to your folks who probably missed last night or didn't really get the full point of what we're offering and what Beverly has put together. You're going to be able to have your folks see this tonight, and you're going to see it in fullness. So FromMyHome.org, in collaboration with Real Estate Mortgage Grants and Down Payment Assistance, Inc., we are a 501c3 foundation. We provide possibilities and probabilities for potential home buyers. So we take them through the process and we help and assist them in submitting their grant application and to pre-qualify. So it's a simple task that we do. It's pretty much color by numbers, but you're going to have all the support you need, not only in your back office, but we're going to have the training rooms open up. So the full platform that Beverly's putting together is going to be ready in 2 weeks, but she's going to showcase it for you tonight. So we're real excited to see that. Okay, so let's talk about home ownership. Okay, we believe here from myhome.org that home ownership matters, and it matters a lot. That's our underlying cause, to put 1 million families into homes. And we're going to achieve that goal 9 and 30 years. I believe we're going to do it a lot sooner, and we're going to supersede that goal in no time. So we're real excited to be part of this. Hope you are also. And any guests on the line, just get back with the person who invited you on board to see this presentation and just walk them through the sign up. It's free to come on board and join. We do have a platform charge for a marketing tool, which is a Doodles video, and we're going to showcase that later on so you see what that looks like. Very powerful, and it's worth thousands. So $49 is a tax write-off, 100%. So to come on board with FromMyHome.org, you don't need that right away. There's a 5-day grace period to be able to get that in, and there's no recurring charges, so that's a one-time. Anything else in marketing tools like Beverly Gonzalez's platform she's putting together for us is absolutely free. Okay, so guys, you're getting a whole lot for a little bit. And what we say is we expect a lot because you deserve a lot. So what we expect is pay close attention, don't take the opportunity for granted, come on board and understand that we're in a pre-launch and pretty much on the cusp of official full launch, and we're going to do that once we get everyone platformed and get everyone certified. Okay, so as long as we have enough people certified, we know that we can launch that TV commercial. We're currently in Florida, and also we officially, due to the announcement from our CEO and founder, we are open in Texas as well. And I'll be getting a whole lot of pre-submissions in there, so at least I know what's going on. You guys are out there doing a phenomenal job. So let's go ahead and take it away and go into our first precursor, which is Homeownership Matters, and then our overview. Ken?
Homeownership matters.
Homeownership matters.
Homeownership matters.
I think in the long term, it's a great investment.
It certainly is an investment in the future.
It gives us financial security.
Hopefully it'll be theirs one day.
I always wanted to buy a house.
When you rent, you don't get as much in return. You invest in a home when you buy a home. So it was extremely appealing to us.
Coming from generations of people who've owned land and homes, if you didn't have anything else, at least you had that. So it's something that you definitely want to keep and you want to be able to pass down.
When you own your own home, it's an investment really in your entire life.
Being a homeowner gives you a sense that you can establish yourself and establish traditions and make your house your own.
Although, I make a decent income, for me to have a program that allowed me to get a home with a little bit down and still enjoy the benefits of homeownership was a huge incentive.
I can build on this home, I can change this home, I can pretty much do anything I want to do because it's mine.
There's so many people around the world that don't have that opportunity to have a roof over their head. And I think owning a home where it's clean and comfortable, that is an American dream. I think it should be a dream for everyone.
Given us a sense of stability, and it's made children feel secure.
As they grow together, their families grow together, their kids grow together, they build memories in a home.
Even with today's economy, it's still an American dream to be a homeowner. You feel like you're not successful unless you own your own home.
You are part of the community. You have a bigger voice than if you are a renter. Renting, we never had a say.
It just gives me such a great feeling to know that I've helped someone with home ownership.
You have an investment in the neighborhood, you have an investment in making sure that property values stay afloat, that the neighborhood has a certain appearance. I think the things that got you to the neighborhood in the first place, that you sort of buy into that pride.
Homeownership matters because it's an investment in the future. An investment that, that we can be proud of and that we can grow in.
Homeownership matters because it gives people the opportunity to grow and really become part of something bigger.
Homeownership matters because it connects you to a community.
Homeownership matters because it's your home. As an American, as a part of your community, as a place to raise your children.
And homeownership matters because it's an investment. It is part of who we are as a society.
Homeownership matters because it makes families stronger, it builds communities, and it really is the foundation of our nation.
I think home ownership matters because it's a true reflection of who you are.
Homeownership matters because it's yours and you can make it your own.
Need down payment assistance or a business opportunity? Introducing FundMyHome.org, a peer-to-peer social media referring society. Key benefits of what makes our down payment assistance and business opportunity so different and attractive. No application or broker fees. 5 to 7 day approvals. Close in 30 to 45 days from signed purchase agreement. Close with zero or little out of pocket. Owner occupied for residential properties up to 4 units. No income limits. 580 credit scores and less than 580 credit scores. Non-repayable. No liens or second mortgages. Student loan forgiveness program. Not limited to first-time home buyers. No products to sell or consume. No competition. Enhanced customer loyalty. For the people by the people. No licenses required. Doing well by doing good. What is FundMyHome.org? FundMyHome.org is a down payment assistance program managed in collaboration with Real Estate Mortgage Grants and Down Payment Assistance Incorporated, a 501c3 nonprofit organization providing home ownership opportunities. Zero down payment. We provide home buyers with money for down payment and closing costs. Our goal is to help bring home buyers to close with zero or little out of pocket. FundMyHome.org is not a lender. Nevertheless, FundMyHome.org helps its preferred lenders approve more home buyers by helping to provide funds needed for down payment and closing costs. Also, on a case-by-case basis, it may provide home buyers with the funds they need to pay off old collection accounts. This helps to lower home buyers' debt-to-income ratios, therefore increasing their purchasing power. No income limits. Unlike most down payment assistance programs from cities, counties and states, which limit home buyers' income to only 50 to 80% of their area median household income, FundMyHome.org does not have income limits. Working the proper sequence. Cities, counties and states require home buyers to first enter into purchase agreements with earnest deposits before applying for their down payment assistance. FundMyHome.org approves home buyers before they engage sellers into purchase agreements. Non-repayable down payment assistance. Unlike most cities, counties and states, which give down payment assistance in the form of zero interest, deferred payment second mortgages, our down payment assistance is non-repayable. It is gifted without liens or second mortgages. Funds are wire transferred at closing by the 501c3 nonprofit organization. Student loans. FundMyHome.org helps banks approve home buyers who hold high student loan balances and are defaulted student loans. FundMyHome.org helps home buyers burdened by student loans. This is done by restructuring all accounts, whether current or defaulted, which then yields drastically reduced loan balances, terms and payments. Lower student loan payments means reduced debt-to-income ratios, which then means increased purchasing power. Paid as agreed, restructured student loans boost credit scores, which then improves homeownership opportunities. This is neither credit repair nor a temporary fix. The restructuring of student loans is permanent, valid and lawful. Now, let's talk about student loans for a moment. As of June 2018, Forbes reported that the total U.S. student loan debt was $1.5 trillion and that approximately 44 million people had student loan debt. The average student loan balance per person is near $40,000, while some people owe $100,000 or more. Listen to these folks. An average, 44 million people own nearly $40,000 each in student loans. The challenge with that is that high student loan debt and/or defaulted or delinquent student loans hinder homeownership dreams. The good news is that FundMyHome.org, with its student loan forgiveness program, can help home buyers achieve their homeownership goals even when they have defaulted or delinquent student loans or have high student loan debt at the time of their initial application. 580 credit score. FundMyHome.org helps approve home buyers with credit scores as low as 580 on a case-by-case basis. FundMyHome.org will attempt to help approve home buyers with less than 580 credit scores. FundMyHome.org also helps home buyers increase credit scores by helping to insert their rental history, utilities, mobile phone bills and insurance payments on their credit reports. Less than 580 credit scores. FundMyHome.org will help approve home buyers with less than 580 credit scores, provided that 1. They first use our down payment assistance calculator to determine for themselves the dollar amount of their potential eligibility and match it to their local real estate market conditions. 2. They do not have active back pay child support. Do not have active judgments or tax liens. Do not have foreclosures, deeds in lieu of foreclosures or bankruptcies in last 3 years. 3. They pay for the cost of inserting their rental history, utilities, mobile phone bills and insurance payments on their credit reports at an approximate cost of $200. 4. They pay to reinstate and restructure their delinquent or defaulted student loans at an approximate cost of $400. 5. They pay FundMyHome.org a $495 refundable retainer. This retainer is only refundable in such cases where FundMyHome.org is unable to approve the transaction. Otherwise, the retainer will be applied towards the homebuyer's closing costs at the day that the closing of their home takes place. The refundable retainer is not an application fee, and it only applies to those with less than 580 credit scores. The refundable retainer is used as an indicator of the homebuyer's willingness to proceed until their buying process is completed. 5 to 7 days approvals. Applications can be decisioned within 5 to 7 days of receipt of home buyer's completed application and supportive documentation. Close in 30 to 45 days. Home buyers typically close within 30 to 45 days of signed purchase agreements. Best of all, with FundMyHome.org, there are no application fees or broker fees. No first-time homebuyer classes to take or pay for. No income limits. The down payment assistance is non-repayable. Nevertheless, homebuyers pay for their own credit report, $39. Their earnest deposit to their sellers, which FundMyHome.org recommends that home buyers have a minimum of $3,000 for earnest deposits. Their appraisal reports at an average cost of $450. Their home inspection reports at an average cost of $350. Please note that U.S. veterans and those purchasing homes inside USDA designated areas will always recover their initial out-of-pocket expenses at closing, as well as those who FundMyHome.org is able to bring to close with zero out-of-pocket. Some conditions may apply. What's the next step? Good question. Just do it again. Payday. Once your homebuyer enters into a purchase agreement, your job is done. FundMyHome.org pays $3,200 per transaction, paid down between UN 8 levels of overrides. Compensation takes place upon the culmination of the property inspection period, provided that homebuyer remains under contract. You do not have to wait until the transaction closes to get paid. There are never chargebacks, even if transactions fail to close. Weekly payroll, what comes in on Thursday is paid on Friday. Coming soon. What we have on the way. Nationwide TV campaign. As you know, we are preparing for our nationwide TV commercial, which will air in 47 states. Our TV commercial campaign is expected to generate strong interest from down payment assistance recipients. Certified FundMyHome.org associate members are expected to participate in the cost and response of this upcoming TV commercial campaign. This cost to associate members is payroll deducted. Callers are pre-screened by professional operators at the call center working for the TV production company for 680 credit scores, $85,000 yearly income, time frame and W-2 employment status. Our goal is to create 1 million new home buyers. Pay it forward. Share the FundMyHome.org opportunity. It starts with you. Together we can achieve our 1 million new homeowners challenge. So far so good. Now, ladies and gentlemen, in the next slide, we will showcase FundMyHome.org's lucrative compensation plan, which pays $750 in marketing fees plus overrides paid on 8 subsequent levels, all totaling $3,200 per transaction. Please note that FundMyHome.org does not pay for recruitment, it pays for personal production and overrides from the production of your team. Also, keep in mind that personally sponsoring new associate members is one of the only 2 necessary qualifiers needed to receive overrides. The second qualifier needed to receive overrides is the personal submission of at least 1 down payment assistance recipient per year. Okay, so let's talk about the marketing fees. Of course you know that when you bring someone who gets down payment assistance from FundMyHome.org, you earn $750. You also have the option of building a team that can go down 8 levels of overrides. So to qualify for 8 levels of overrides, you have to personally sponsor 8 new associate members. If you want to qualify for 4 levels, you would then personally sponsor 4 associate members, etc. So let's give you an example of what would happen if you personally sponsor 3 new associate members, and you and they each refer 1 down payment assistance recipient for the month. In this example, you would earn $750 from your own transaction, plus $500 overrides from each referral brought in by your 3 personally sponsored associate members, for a total of $2,250 for the month, which is not bad for a part-time situation, and only having a total of 4 people in your team. In this next example, if you personally sponsor 8 new associate members, and they sponsor 1 new associate member each, and you and they each refer 1 down payment assistance recipient per month, which is only 12 transactions each per year. In this example you would have a total of 65 associate members in your team. Your income potential would be $20,350 for the month. A significant amount of money, ladies and gentlemen, for only having 65 associate members in your team, and personally referring 1 down payment assistance recipient per month. And if you're looking at the chart, you can see how the $3,200 in marketing fees is paid out between you and your team. $750 is paid to you on your personal production, then the rest is paid as overrides down to 8 levels. $500 in the first level, $450 in the second level, $400 in the third level, $350 in the fourth level, $300 in the fifth level, $250 in the sixth level, $150 in the seventh level, and $50 in the eighth level. All this totals $3,200 in marketing fees per referral. In this third example, if you personally sponsor 8 new associate members, and they sponsor 2 new associate members each, and you and they each refer 1 down payment assistance recipient per year, not 1 per month, only 1 per year. Ladies and gentlemen, in this example you would have a total of 2,041 associate members in your team, and would earn over $23,000 for the month. A significant amount of money. Now, in this final example, if you personally sponsor 8 new associate members, and they sponsor 3 new associate members each, that means that you would have 8 associate members in your first level of overrides, 24 on your next, each level increasing by multiples of 3 for a total team of 26,241 associate members. And if you and they each refer 1 down payment assistance recipient per year, not 1 per month, only 1 per year. Ladies and gentlemen, in this example your income potential would be well over $200,000 for the month. An extraordinary amount of money. All of this while providing your friends and family the opportunity to achieve their homeownership goals. A sustainable duplicatable system. No products to sell. No products to consume. No mortgage or real estate license needed. FMH does not pay commissions. FMH pays marketing fees. No FTC concerns. FMH does not pay for recruiting associate members, therefore it may never be called an illegal pyramid. Highest income potential. FMH pays 1,000 times more per transaction than what other direct sales companies do. Once you've built your team, your associate members will never leave you. Home buyers are required to publicize their down payment assistance on their social media when they get a clear to close before they close. This, ladies and gentlemen, will result in more interested down payment assistance recipients for you to service. In FundMyHome.org you have an ecosystem. Home buyers become associate members, and associate members become home buyers. This, ladies and gentlemen, concludes our brief overview of our powerful common sense business opportunity. This is your company and together we will succeed. We invite you to share FundMyHome.org's amazing down payment assistance program and lucrative, unparalleled and personally rewarding business opportunity with all your friends and family to take a part of the Million Homes Challenge. On behalf of our staff, our associate members and our down payment assistance recipients, thank you for your interest, support, and participation in FundMyHome.org. As we honor God in bringing our endeavor and the ownership of our company onto His hands, grace and glory, and pledge to honor God and His Son Jesus with our wealth. Every month FundMyHome.org will donate to a charity or choice funds needed to benefit other homeowners in the communities where our associate members live. Goodbye for now. And remember, put God first. God bless everything you do. And our company.
That's absolutely for sure. So ladies and gentlemen, let us open up our hearts and honor God and give Him the glory and let us guide our pathways. And let us pray that he makes us good stewards of this great life-changing opportunity. So talk about stewards. We have a great steward here, which is Lawrence Bond. We've become friends through this business, and we've also have an ability to work through any situation, any obstacle, because we believe in what we're doing and we're believing in the good that we can bring forward. And again, God bless our CEO and founder, Mr. Carlos Berrettini, for providing us the opportunity platform. So in Jesus' name we pray. So ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, let's bring on Lawrence Bond. Hi, Lawrence. How are you? You there?
I'm doing well, Charles. How are you tonight?
I'm doing fantastic, buddy. Thank you so much for asking.
All right, so guys, let me just give you a quick recap of what we just went over. And once again, thank you, Charles. We offer potential homeowners up to $48,000 with a non-repayable grant. This is to assist with down payment and closing costs. And the key point with our program, we have no attachments, no seconds, no liens, no classes to attend. This is actually a free gift. We also work with potential homeowners with FICO scores as low as 580 and even less. You saw in the overview, we have a credit supplement program where we can actually take rent payments, utility bills, insurance payments, phone bills to show a history of timely payments, which will help to increase FICO scores. We can also help some potential home buyers qualify with zero to very little out of pocket with our VA and USDA program. We also have a unique program for clients with FICO scores above 660. With this program, we can actually help cover down payment and all the closing costs. Now, one thing that caught my attention, and once again, you saw it in the overview, student debt. The average student owes over $40,000. The real problem is simple. If that is a delinquent or defaulted loan, you will not be able to get approved by a lender. So we have a student forgiveness program where we can actually reconstruct that debt so you can qualify for a mortgage. Now, the question always comes up, what's the cost to apply? And this is really the good news. We have no grant fee, no application fee. We have no income limit. You can actually earn $100,000 or more and still receive down payment and closing assistance. If you're looking for a second home, perhaps you want to get a property in the mountains or by the beach or the lake, we can also assist you in that area. And we can also help you purchase a duplex or a fourplex. You live in one unit, you rent out the other three to help cover the mortgage. Now let's take a few moments and just talk about the business success model. We allow our associates to participate in two of the most stable industries in the country. We're talking about banking and real estate. And the good news is no real estate or mortgage license is required. The reason why, we're not realtors and we're not mortgage brokers. We're certified grant specialists and we are marketing associates and we receive marketing fees. As shown in the overview, we share in $3,200 in marketing fees on each transaction. So when we personally bring a potential home buyer into close, we earn $750. As we continue to build with associates, we receive overrides, 500, 450, 400, all the way down to the 8th level. And the good news, our particular program, we have no competition. And as you heard, the mission statement is really simple. What we do is we help put 1 million families in homes over the next 30 years. That's the goal. So get back with the person that invited you to call tonight, get your questions answered, and you can enroll for free tonight because there's no cost to join fundmyhome.org. Now, we do have a great marketing tool, which is an electronic business card. It's a one-time $49. It's a short video, 2 minutes and 40 seconds, and it really explains, enhances the business, can help you build. And we have recently added, and you're going to see it again tonight, a wonderful new sales funnel designed with landing pages, all the tools you need to help you build a thriving business. So let me welcome you to fundmyhome.org.
Thank you so much, Lawrence, for that overview. I think by now, most folks that are on the line for the first time viewing our presentation definitely get it. So thank you for doing that overview and recap, Lawrence. Appreciate you. Okay, so as Lawrence has mentioned, there is a marketing platform that Beverly Gonzalez is going to be showcasing. So those who came on the call a little bit later, we're going to go back to back tonight. So tonight we're doing back to back. We're going to later on have an open platform that's going to be separate from this business overview platform. But right now we're going to go back to back. So we're going to take a breaker for about 5 minutes at the end and allow Beverly to get situated and get on and do her screen share, whatever she's got to do. And it gives you time if you have one of your associate members that didn't get on the call and they don't have the update and they didn't get the email blast that was to be sent out, well, then you can inform them. So we're going to have a few minutes in between from when Ken does and showcases the Christmas party and fundraiser. So we're going to take a little bit, 5 minutes in between, but stay on the call. We're going to go back to back tonight. Okay. So guys, we're going to showcase now back to back the Doodles video that Lawrence just explained. And we're going to go right into showcasing our national TV commercial. Now that's very important. What we're doing is getting the proper associate member count, those who are fully committed, that have demonstrated that, and you're going to be able to take the certification test on Beverly Gonzalez's platform that she's putting together. And that's going to roll out very, very soon, guys. So we're going to do this in sequence, and then we're going to roll that's to 80 to 100 homes. You know what that's going to bring, guys? It's going to be a tremendous amount of business for us. So we got you ready. So if you haven't studied up, go to your back office from My Home University. Definitely attend these overviews. Just keep yourself informed. So just imagine if people miss the last overviews. Sometimes it could be repetitive, but you know what? When I started, I got on every single call. I made sure I really got this down pat, because this is the difference between changing your life 2 months, 3 months from now, position yourself with 6 figures.
What if there was a national company working in collaboration with a 501c3 public foundation, major lenders, title companies, realtors, and builders in order to provide home buyers with the non-repayable grants they need to cover a substantial portion of their down payment and closing costs? What if that company went a step further by making these grants available without income restrictions and helped home buyers increase their purchasing power by paying off old collections, reducing credit score requirements, and collaborating with banks in order to bring them to close with zero or little out of pocket? What if that company created a business opportunity as a peer-to-peer social media referring society that pays its associate members $3,200 in marketing fees down to 8 levels for every home buyer that entered into a purchase agreement, even if that purchase agreement never closed? That company has arrived. Let's say that your friend wanted to buy a $250,000 home, and the typical amount needed from her to purchase that home without assistance was $20,000. Thanks to you telling her about us and our down payment assistance, she would need less than $5,000